take two, Struffoli. You know, I tried to cook the Struffoli and this is what happened. This is not Struffoli. This is feeble, horrible. I mean, this is basically what they would serve prisoners. I mean, even worse. I mean, oof, well, I didn't put it together right apparently, so I called my mother, tried to figure out, because that's who you try to call when you fuck up your recipes. And basically, I tried to mix everything at once, and that was the first mistake. So, what I have to do is, and of course the egg breaks as I take it out of the container, but we're going to do that anyway. This is a neat little tool I got. Makes breaking the eggs. She recommends 4 eggs, so I'm going to use the 4 eggs method. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Da 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 dee dee doo. Look how it makes. There's no shells in the bowl. I like this little tool. ZDDB da 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 bum bum. Alright, we'll clean that out of there later. But the mistake I made was the eggs have to be beaten before anything else is mixed in. And of course it would help if helps if I actually put these in the right spot. I didn't think it actually mattered. Now, why isn't this connecting? Ah, there we go. Alright, so the eggs have to be beaten first. Beat the eggs, beating the eggs. Now, beat the eggs, now, beat the eggs, now, beat the eggs. Beat the eggs, now, beat the eggs, now, beat the eggs. Alright, so you have to beat the eggs. So you whip up the eggs until it's like all yellow. Now she doesn't use butter. She uses oil, and she says I should use about a 1/4 cup of oil. Instead of butter. And then she says to mix in the flour slowly instead of all at once, and it's about at least 2 cups. So you put 1 cup in, and then you'll see how it mixes together. Fortunately, I got more flour here. In the flour. Alright, so start mixing it now. Now what I'm going to do separate from her is different. So I'm going to continue to add just a little vanilla and to add a little bit of lemon. Now they say lemon zest, but I don't have any zest, so I'm just going to put a little bit of lemon juice in here. And she says no sugar. And that was another mistake I probably made. The recipe I saw online said sugar, but she doesn't put sugar in hers, so just a little squeeze of lemon. And I also need a teaspoon of baking powder, which I'm going to get a second. And I'm going to do a half teaspoon. Let me see, I'll do a teaspoon of tablespoon. Here is a teaspoon of vanilla to vanillize your flavor. And I almost forgot the baking powder, but that is essential. So let me put a teaspoon of baking powder. Continue to mix this up. I'm going to add more flour in. Alright, add a little more flour. Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be that. Well, shit. She did warn me about that. So, let me see if I can get some of this off. Well, shit, got like all wound up in around here. So, and he says when it starts sticking to the beater, that's when it's just about done. So what you have to do is take some flour by hand and throw it on here, and get the flour to mix in. And oh shit, I guess some of this dough flew in different directions. I cook meat, okay? That's what I cook, not baking. Alright. Let me roll this in a ball and hopefully it starts sticking together. It feels very loose. But I'm making a small batch. A small batch is what all I need. All I need is a small batch. This is going to be a real small batch. Alright, now I'm going to let this sit in the fridge for a half hour. Hopefully that will be able to get the more of the dough off the beaters, or let it sit maybe 2 hours or so. And then I'll be able to fry this up, and hopefully it doesn't come out like it did yesterday.